And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can safely say that one man shooting tonight was absolutely remarkable. This
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fiction.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play, but if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do.
it's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma. City, Oklahoma, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports.
Been a nice clean game.
Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City. The Thunder ready for that home court advantage. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, it's always nice to come home. You're comfortable, you're excited, and certainly you have the fans there looking for you to bring your best basketball and get a win. And oftentimes your fans can energize you when you're in your home building.
Yeah, and emotionally, that's a huge help. I mean, it doesn't necessarily always translate to your performance on the court, but I tell you what, it does give you that sense of confidence that you can get the job done.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then it's Tony Wroten. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 spot. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kurt Rambis. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Thanks again, Doris. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Lopez, a screen on Durant. Anthony kicks to Lopez. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. The shot's good from Cantor. Here's Wroten. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Good.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And Cantor pulls it down.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Wroten, the pass to Carmelo. Aflalo dishes to Wroten. Pass to Porzingis. Aflalo with a screen on Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. He used that pick to get in close. Lopez has got 6 points.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And here's Aflalo. Following the 3-pointer by Freak. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. It's Anthony with the drive. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Offensive rebound. Kanter banked in off the glass. Kanter's got his second bucket tonight.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's a Flalo. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Lopez, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Freak. Oklahoma City gets it back. And Oklahoma City
Flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. The past month has been, and he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Knicks trail by 9. Roten, the pass to Porzingis. There's the screen. On the wing of Flalo. Kicks it to Roten. They need this. Thunder with the rebound. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And, you know, they'd say they were aggressive. The other guys might say they got a favorable whistle. We'll see if that continues tonight and what gives.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris.
Strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. That's how much confidence Coach has in his ability to get their offense operating at its peak level. And given his track record, that confidence is well deserved. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now, here's Roten. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Passes it to Lopez. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Here's the break. Shoots from the block, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game. Knicks trail by 13. Roten kicks to Anthony. There's the dish to Afflalo. Some nice passing by New York here. Porzingis passes to Afflalo. Shot clock at 5. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Another shot. Lopez with the block. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got 9 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Roten. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. That's good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Freak. Second chance shot and scoring with the play inside is Cantor. He's got 11.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Freak after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Westbrook against Aflalo. Lopez a screen. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Freak. Goes back up. Oh, that's blocked. Anthony dishes to Roten. Back to Anthony.
That's a wall.
Can't get it to go. Durant with some nice D. The feed to Freak. Back to Durant. He dishes it to Freak. From the arc. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. 14 points for Freak.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Some teams live and die by the three. Let's check out the best. In third, the Thunder.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Enes Kanter. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Roberson in for Russell Westbrook. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now here's Freak. He had 31 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Here's Cannon. 12 points his last outing. Knocks it loose and stolen by Freak. Sends it down right in his face.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here's O'Quinn, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Ibaka. The shot from the low post is good. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Williams. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Passes to Anthony. Unloads from 9, and he overshot that one, missing. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Brooklyn Nets.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Count that one.
Timeout. And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
And now a look at Serge Ibaka. Some stats on him. Over the last 10 games, he's really shown up. Averaging 9 points per game, 8 rebounds.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Tony Roten out there with a foul. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Derek Williams. And it's Porzingis in at the force line. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Roten. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Freak. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Freak's got 24 points. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now here's Roten. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Afflalo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And it's Freak missing. Knicks trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Outside Williams. Pass to Porzingis. Feeds to Roten. Poked away. Durant kicks to Freak. Power down with both hands.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He ended with 31 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game. You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Now, here's Roten. Not a lot of room. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Freak. Off target from three-point range. Knicks trail by 21. And Afflalo kicks to Roten. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Freak with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. Here's Freak. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Thunder.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now, here's Roten. He's covered by Westbrook. Lopez sets a screen for Roten. Down low. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Second in steals, 4th in opponent shooting percentage. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And going back to their steals ranking, you have to appreciate the quick hands. I mean, the ball's never safe when they're on the prowl, and I think that mentality is what bothers opponents.
Freak. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And now that's 35 points for Freak.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So it'll be Tony Roten shooting. They get Russell Westbrook.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Burgess passes to Freak. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And that one's good. Lopez has got 11.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Pull-up jumper, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Roten kicks to Williams, and there's the pass to Porzingis. Lopez, a screen on Durant. Here's Afflalo. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Freak. The Thunder leading by 23. Launches it. Rebound by Williams.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Porzingis passes to Roten. On its way from Afflalo for 2. Here's Lopez. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Some really terrific numbers for Lopez. He has 12 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cantor. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Andre Robertson. Anthony dishes to Green. Puts it up from 12. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's now 11 points for Carmelo Anthony. The Thunder shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Now here's Freak, guarded by Green. And here's Freak. 37 points for him. Ibaka uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Thunder lead by 21.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Anthony against Waiters. In the corner, Cannon with it. Off target with his three.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Anthony drives in. Plenty of space. Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Green, no luck.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Now, Freak. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got his third rebound on the night. The drive by Green. Offensive rebound. Here's Lopez.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah.